We all know that the average thermal energy of an electron, that is K suffix B into capital T, that is at thermal equilibrium. Then when you apply high electric fields, what will happen? These electrons are get accelerated by this applied electric field, and they will occur very high velocities, and these energized electrons, they are called hot electrons. And the distribution of electron energy that is corresponds to a higher electron temperature, and this is called, this effective temperature represented as capital T suffix E, and the new average energy that will be around 3 by 2 K suffix B into the effective temperature, that is T suffix E, that is the effective temperature. So in heterojunction, we know that there will be discontinuity of energy bands. Due to this discontinuity, there will be the generation of energized electrons or hot electrons. This happens when electron travels or moves from a wide bandgap semiconductor to a smaller bandgap semiconductor material. And a transistor based on this principle, or a transistor based on hot electrons, is called hot electron transistors. Now we can look into the basic structure of hot electron transistor. There will be three terminals: emitter, base and collector. The emitter is made up of heavily doped gallium arsenide layer, and the thickness will be around 5 nanometer, followed by a barrier. That is, the barrier will be a wide band. That's why it is called a barrier. The wide band gap semiconductor here used is AGS, aluminum gallium arsenide. Then the base region, that is made up of a narrow band gallium arsenide of thickness 100 nanometer. Here the barrier is intrinsic type, intrinsic aluminum gallium arsenide. That's because in order to reduce the scattering and the reflection of electrons during the tunneling effect, we will use intrinsic type. Then the collector region, the collector is again made up of gallium arsenide, narrow band gap semiconductor. So between the base and collector there will be again a barrier, that is again intrinsic aluminum gallium arsenide. Now we can explain the basic working principle of hot electron transistor. So when you apply a positive voltage to the collector, there will be tunneling. That is, there will be the injection of energized, that is hot electrons will takes place from the emitter. First emitter to the base through the barrier, AGS barrier, because here the base is positively charged with respect to the emitter. So here will be the tunneling effect, and the tunneling can be controlled by the bias voltage, emitter to base and then base to collector. This movement can be controlled by shifting the energy levels. Shifting of energy levels or the electric field will happen because of the bias voltage. Now the advantages and applications. The velocity of injected electrons is about 5 into 10 raised to 8 centimeter per second. It is much higher than in other types of normal transistors. And here the base transit time is decreased. That is due to the increase in velocity of injected electrons. So when the base transit time decreases, the operating frequency will be increased. So it is used for high speed switching devices and ultra frequency applications. In the next session, we can discuss about single electron transistors. Okay, thank you for watching.